The Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah,
Go
I stopped
ahead.
drinking, and I
Yeah.
have a full bar at my house.
Yeah.
I have a wine room. It's like such a wasted room.
Yeah.
Just a room filled with bottles of wine that now I'll never drink.
Yeah, I have probably 10 bottles, and
Yeah,
it's if
just sitting
somebody
there.
wants one.
Yeah, come on over. I'll
Like-
judge you.
Yeah, like my
You sit there and drink, and I'll judge
stare
you.
at you.
You'll start acting stupid.
Well, after my last DUI was when I got, it's 16 years ago, and I had just built a bar in my basement, and it's really nice, and I still really like it. But it was probably days later I got the DUI, so I just sit there and I'll just look at this bar and it could have been.
Was that when you stopped drinking?
Yeah, it was my 13th arrest. It was my
13th arrest.
Yeah.
What was number one?
the day I got my driver's license.
No.
Yeah, for real.
What did you do?
My dad had gotten a Buick Regal, and it was around November because I was born in June, but they wouldn't let me get my driver's license because my grades were so bad, and we were having a family reunion. So we had everybody at the house. My dad, we thought, was doing a little better, and we all went out to eat. And I'm like, "Hey, can I borrow the car?" And he's like, "Yeah." So we get home, and my aunt had blocked the driveway, thinking that I would probably end up taking the car and her son out, who was from Arizona. And the one side of my house was the house, and then the other side was my neighbor's lawn with a small pine tree and rose bushes and stuff.
You just drove through that.
Yeah, I figured if I gingerly did it, it would be all right. Dude, I fucked up her lawn. I go and pick up my friends. We go down 8 Mile to this place called Piccadilly where we'd have this guy named Spider by. And he was fucking great. He was this homeless dude who just was he'd always go, "I'm Spider with a Y," and he'd do that. And then he was total pervert. He'd be he would seriously offer to he'd be like, "I'll jack you off too." And we're like, "We just want the beer, but we do appreciate it, really. But thank you." So he'd always be like, "Somebody's got to come in with me to pick it up," and we'd be fighting if we had to get out of the car to go walk with this guy. So we just bring the beer in. We're driving around. We start giving lawn jobs. You know, we did leaf pile fires because everybody would rake their leaves into the street. Mm-hmm. So we started doing those, fun, good old fashioned arson. But usually it would stop pretty quickly. Somebody would run out with a garden hose, and
Right.
it totally was innocent until the one time it wasn't. But we were driving around. We went to some parties, smoking weed, all that shit. And finally, I get up on this one guy's lawn after party. And he's got a Beamer 5 Series. And I got my Regal, my dad's, which it had a V6 turbocharged, which for a Buick, it wasn't bad for 98. But I got on this dude's lawn. I see him sitting in his Beamer. And for some reason in my head, I'm just this guy's just going to sit here and take it. So I just start giving him a lawn job. I'm doing donuts. You can hear grass hitting his car. We get in a high-speed chase with this dude. Dude, I mean,
God.
French Connection style. I swear, I hit this bump, man. 4 tires went off the ground because we just felt like the car popped to the ground. And we're just going all over the city. My friends are like, "Let's just pull over and beat the shit out of him." And I'm like, "He could have a gun, So I finally go down this street that has a bifurcation where it just splits immediately. This, you have to go this way, and I didn't see it. So I start braking because I'm going at an oak tree. So I'm braking it, and dude, the next thing I know, the engine drops through the front of the car. All the airbags come out. I get cracked with an airbag, and I'm I'm not quite unconscious. I'm conscious just enough to see the BMW in my rear view drive away. And then as I'm being knocked out, I hear all my friends and my own cousin leave. Now, here's the kicker. We were having a family reunion. I didn't realize that there was a bunch of cases of beer and liquor already in the trunk and chips and stuff. Oh. So when I hit the tree, that popped open. Oh. And it looked like I drove a Super Bowl party into the fucking tree. There was just beer and pop and chips and shit going down the street. And finally, dude, I wake up from being unconscious and I get out of the car and there's a cop and my dad there.
When you wake up?
When I get up, I had been I got knocked out so hard by that airbag.
Oh my God.
Because it just all I could smell was that burning talcum powder kind of smell, that awful I want to say eggy almost. It was just the worst smell. But everybody else was able to run, except me. So it looked like I just did it. So I get out, and I remember I look at my dad, and my dad was not violent. He was in numb, but he was never violent. But I just look at him and I go, "Dad, I'm okay." And he goes, "Great." And he punched me in the face so hard that I hit the ground and was knocked out for the second time that
Oh,
evening.
no.
Dude, he cracked me
He
harder
gave you a second concussion?
that night. And I wake up.
That's not good,
no,
Dad.
Dude, no, he was pissed.
I get it,
Yeah,
but...
yeah, but then I wake up and the cop's got a light on me. And I swear to God, the cop goes, he's waking up if you want to hit him again. It's the first thing I hear. Wow. And I'm like, you guys, I'm really in a lot of pain here. And my dad, like, apologized, but he's like, look, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He was just furious. And
right.
I had already been getting into dope and stuff, and he was getting pretty pissed with me. But
that was
I got
arrest number 1.
Dude, DUI, and I got 6 months suspended license.
Wow.
I went in front of a referee, is what they called it, for juveniles at Coleman A. Young Municipal. They gave me 6 months suspended license.
Did you have to talk your way out of it?
Out of being arrested?
I mean, like...
that? No, my dad, I remember I was going to school one day, and he goes, I just got the bill for the car. I was like, yeah. He goes, it's $13,980 here. And I go, what? I don't have that money. He goes, just show people so they know how proud I am of you. I was like, thanks, Dad. Even when I quit smoking, like I used to smoke 3 packs a day for almost 12 years.
Wow.
And but I did a lot of acid and shrooms and shit, and it was fun, you know,
Balanced it out.
one after the other one, dude. It was,
wow.
but it felt good, you know. So like, yeah, I would do that, but even that, I locked myself in a room when I was living in L.A. and I just didn't leave. I didn't leave the room for a week. I just
got clean,
dude. I just let my body deal with the pain,
wow.
and then I left. Like, so it usually takes me about that long, you know, to really detox my system. If it's something that isn't killer, alcohol was hard. Alcohol was really hard because I had started shaking when I wouldn't drink when I was 16.
Ooh, boy.
So, yeah.
So you got addicted to it early.
Dude, very early.
So it's like a genetic thing with your family.
Big time. And I didn't know about that until later, you know, and like my dad had talked to me a bit before he died, and like, you know, he died when I was 18, but he finally talked to me about what was going on with the family and stuff I hadn't known, and my uncle, who I figured had died of a heroin overdose, but my mom's like, he just had a big heart.
Oh, boy.
And you're like, did he? Can I just know the truth, you know? And it turned out it was lines of years of addiction. Like my dad's dad was Irish guy, left him the day he was born. Walked in, saw my dad was a twin, he had a twin sister, and goes, I'm not raising 2, and walked out.
Oh, boy.
So then he was the opposite dad. He was loving, coach, all that stuff.
Oh,
you
that's
know, like
awesome.
he turned it, but
Fucked by the government.
oh yeah, and then fucked by the government. He became a very yeah. And
it's
then,
crazy how that kind of addiction and mental illness is just fucking hardcore genetic. And when you have a family that has a long history of mental illness, it's very rare that you're like, I'm fine.
Oh yeah, it's very rare that you're an anomaly.
Yeah, well, I'm fine.
Because usually,
maybe you're not.
I'm good.
Yeah, and I just know so many people that are alcoholics that their family's an alcoholic. Like guys, I had a buddy that he would drink and his eyes would glaze over and it wouldn't be him anymore. It'd be like, oh he's
yeah.
gone. We just got to wait until he comes back because right now it's whatever the fuck happens to him when he drinks. Just crazy, off the rails, like didn't remember anything, full blackout. Oh, yeah. You'd have to tell him you don't remember being on the table with your dick out. You don't remember?
Yeah.
He didn't remember anything?
I was the guy on that side of the phone calls.
See,
they were like, you need to apologize to this person.
Did you black out?
All the time.
All the time. So you didn't remember anything?
I wouldn't remember most. Sometimes I'd brown out, so I'd kind of remember what we did. There was times where I was at a party, right? And then I wake up and I'm handcuffed to a bed in a hospital getting charcoal dumped down. Getting my stomach pumped. So I'm like,
God.
Oh, something happened. Because like I literally... But I went from like being at a party to just being woken up with a charcoal stomach pump. And I'm like, this isn't good.
Do you talk about any of this stuff on stage?
I do, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I imagine. You have to. Like, so ripe for material.
Yeah. I put out a book. It's called Party of One, a Fuzzy Memoir, a little while ago. And it's all stories of my youth because I was trying to get it all out. And then I had to ask people, and I didn't put it out for years because I wanted to be like, hey, is it cool if I... talk about, and everybody was, and a couple of my friends who were my really good friends I had to fuck with, where I'm like, don't worry, I changed your name from Brian to Ryan so no one knows it's you. Little shit like that. But yeah, I talk about a lot of this on stage because, dude, I got institutionalized. I got like,
wow.
Yeah, it was all like crazy. Like,
how'd you get institutionalized?
The story I talk about in the book is what happened the night before. Well, not the book, but on stage, because I have to kind of sum it up. I actually did it on This Is Not Happening, Ari's show. And what happened was I used to like bong pints and fifths for like a party trick, and I could carry around a case of beer and drink that in a night. And mind you, I'm 5'6", but then I'm in high school. I probably weighed 140 pounds, dude. Like I was. And if I wasn't on LSD and I wasn't on mushrooms and I wasn't on K, I was drunk.
Wow.
So I would switch it all up. And the night before, I had bonged a fifth at a party. Like
what do you mean by bong?
You know the beer bongs that you use that have like the funnel and go through? So my friend Anthony pulled out this beer bong, and my friend Nick poured an entire fifth of Absolute vodka. And Nick's like, dude, don't do this.
You just drank the whole thing?
Well, they put in a cap full of Sprite, then I drank the whole thing. And dude, I guess I say this in the story because this is what I was told happened. I was tap dancing. I told my girlfriend who I loved that she had orangutan titties, and then I fell through a table, a glass table.
Oh no!
And then I ended up getting taken home by the cops. I don't know exactly what happened, but my mom ended up calling the police, which is, like she didn't know what to do. I was doing something.
Right.
And they arrested me, and I was institutionalized for 2 weeks. And I stayed with a kid who thought he was a werewolf.
So you had to go to a mental health institution?
I went to a mental health institution because they didn't realize it was an addiction. They just arrested me because my behavior was so erratic.
Oh.
And I remember getting there, and and I'm not kidding, I met my roommate who was a werewolf. That's what he believed. And I'm like, I don't want to stay with him. And they're like, well, he's not really a werewolf. I'm like, yeah, I know. He's
what
not.
Happens when the moon turns full?
Well, he attacked me.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So, and they hit you.
Boy.
What they do is they grab a trank. It's called booty juice. And they hit you in the butt with it. And like the guards will fight you off. But after 2 weeks, they're like, it's not so much that he's got mental illness, which he does, but he's an alcoholic. He's a severe alcoholic. And
your roommate, the werewolf.
Yeah.
He attacked you when the moon turned white?
Yeah, one night he just started howling. And I don't even think wolves howl. And he was way bigger than me.
You don't think wolves howl? What do you mean?
No,
werewolves.
The werewolves.
They do. Yeah. American Werewolf in London.
Oh, but he was barking too. And this dude...
Patients say sedative known as booty juice injected against their will.
Yeah.
Growing number of children and teenagers admitted voluntarily to North Texas for-profit psychiatric hospitals told WFAA they've been injected with powerful sedative drugs without their parents' knowledge. Yeah. Booty juice.
Yeah, that kid deserved it. They shouldn't have called the parents and go, hey, your wolf boy is fucking naked trying to eat a guy.
Was he naked when he attacked you?
Yeah, he ripped all his clothes off because he thought he was a werewolf, dude.
So tell me what that was like.
Well, he's jumping on top of me, and I grabbed a lamp to hit him with it, but it was fucking glued down because it's a mental hospital. So that just kind of made me open my arms to him. And he's on top trying to bite me, and I'm like holding him back. And that's when they came in, and they ran at him. They hit him with the syringe. They pulled him off me. And I'm just sitting there like, I don't want to be here. Like I'll never drink again. Like basically crying like a bitch. Right. Like, and I'll never drink again was like my catchphrase through the 90s. So they pull him out of there, and then and then eventually they sent me off to a rehab where I spent I think I spent 45 days there. And I heard it's not there anymore, which is a shame because a lot of kids do need that now. And I heard they took it down, like it's no longer there. And I went there, and the second I got out, I didn't drink. I didn't drink for like a month. But the second I got in my friend's car, I hit a joint. And I'm not saying that that's bad, but it's like, dude, the second I was, they're like, you can't drink, right? And I'm like, yeah, like, but you can smoke weed. I'm like, yeah. So I immediately hit a joint.
Oh my God, Dave.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And that's what
it's kind of amazing that you're here.
Dude, yeah, I got in a lot of shit. Like,
you look great though.
Thank you.
Like for a guy who's gone through as much shit as you.
Yeah, like
3 packs a day, alcohol, acid.
Dude, so much acid.
DUIs. Falls through the table. Look at you fine. You're fine.
You know what is interesting though? All the drugs now, because like I told you, I was real like kind of depressed kid. Mm-hmm. And all the drugs that I did to treat depression are now used to treat depression. Mushrooms, ketamine, all that shit, dude.
Right.
Like I spent 5 years in high school when it turns out I was completely accurate with my studies of how these drugs would help me.